భామారో నాపై నీ నెనరూన నచ్చటికి క్షేమానము తెలిసి వచ్చెవరెవరున్నారు భామారో నా.
The art of dancing is chira nutana, chira puratana, once said Dr. Kapila Vatsyayan, a scholar, historian, academician, greatly revered as Adi Shakti source for Indian dance and culture. Yes, the act of dancing is a basic human desire during the times of varied emotional status, but it has evolved through the generations, accepting all different kinds of improvisations, innovations, creations, modifications, etc.
Dance is called as the fifth Veda, created by Brahma. Natya Veda, which was created from the fourth Veda, and it was done during the Treta Yuga. That is the mythological origin. During the Treta Yuga, when the whole universe had formed from the dharma to adharma, and the gods were not being offered. So they said they wanted the people to walk in the dharma path. So it is believed that they all went to God Brahma, the creator, and requested him to create something called, we can call it as edutainment, not entertainment as well as education. So we can call it as edutainment. Create something where even a common people, in older days the Shastras was permitted only to the higher caste, and the women were prohibited from entering into the, or even opening the strips in those days. So they wanted something where everybody could get to know about it. And that is how they say that Natya Veda was created from the four Vedas, Yajurveda, Rigveda, Atharvana Veda, and from each, lyrics from one Veda, Rasa from Atharvana Veda, Abhinaya from Yajurveda, and like Samaveda, music. And the fifth Veda called as the Natya Veda was created.
Bharatnatyam is a Shastrantargata Deshi dance style.
So this classical dance was formed from the folk dance. So from Tamil Nadu, Sadir came into
Bharata. As the name says, it's a combination of Bhava, Raga, Tala. Natyam means dancing, so it's dancing with a combination of Bhava, Raga and Tala,
which was practiced and performed in the Kannada and Tamil speaking regions of our India.
In earlier days, Bharatnatyam was known as either Sadir Nach or Dasiyattam.
The dance at the temple was one of its types as part of the rituals.
These dances were known as Devadasis. Later on, it transferred to the court of king, wherein they used to praise the landlord or the king.
And of course, it was performed during ceremonies and festivals in the public platforms.
ಬಾಲ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ತಂದೆಯವರು NK ಸುಂದರಾಚಾರ್ಯ ಸಂಗೀತ ವಿದ್ವಾನ್. ಅವರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಭರತನಾಟ್ಯದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟೀಚರ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹಾಡುಗಾರಿಕೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. ಹಾಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಹಾಡುಗಾರಿಕೆಗಿಂತ ನೃತ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಲವು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು. ಹಾಗೆ ನಾನು ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿತು ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಸನಾತನ ನಾಟ್ಯಾಲಯ 83ನೇ ಇಸವಿಯಿಂದ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಯಿತು. ಅಂದರೆ ತಂದೆ ಸನಾತನ ಸಂಗೀತ ನೃತ್ಯ ಸಭಾ, ಸನಾತನ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಹೆಸರಿಟ್ಟದು. ಸನಾತನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಪುರಾತನ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ, ಪುರಾತನದಿಂದ ಬಂದದ್ದು ಅಂತ, ಹಾಗೆ ಸನಾತನ ಅಂತ ಅದೇ ನಾವು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದೆವು, ಸನಾತನ ನಾಟ್ಯಾಲಯ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಈಗ ನೃತ್ಯ ಶಾಲೆಗೆ 40 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ನನ್ನ ಶಿಷ್ಯರು ಈಗ ಗುರುಗಳಾಗಿ ಒಂದು 15ರಿಂದ 20 ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ರಂಗ ಪ್ರವೇಶ ಮಾಡಿದವರು ಸಾಧಾರಣ 20 ಜನರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಭರತನಾಟ್ಯದ ಜೂನಿಯರ್ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ವಿದ್ವತ್ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಗೆ ನಾನು ಪರೀಕ್ಷಕರಾಗಿ ಸಹ ಹೋಗ್ತೇನೆ. ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಹಾಗೆ ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಅದು SLC ಬೋರ್ಡ್ನವರು ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ.
Coming to Avibhajita Dakshina Kannada Jille, it is the study of ancient temples functioning around our 3 districts, and also the scriptures and Kannada literary works which helped us to understand that a form of Bharatanatyam existed among the temple dances dating back to Vijayanagara period. Thanks to the researchers of Padur Gururaj Bhatt, Polali Shinappa Hegade, Kannaradi Vadiraj Bhatt, KB Madhavrao, Dr. Raghavan Nambiyar, etc. Yes, we do have an account of Bharatanatyam around us. Due to the Anti-Devadasi Act during the 1930s, those dancers changed their professions, and it is nearly impossible to revive that art now. At the same time frame, it was the creative works of Rabindranath Tagore and dancer Uday Shankar which influenced the dance enthusiasts of our districts to pursue and bring the dance activities back into our districts. One, Mr. K.K. Shetty and Vidwan U.S. Krishna Rao were the early pioneers during 1930s. Bharatanatyam was reintroduced to our districts by Guru Rajan Iyer to some extent, but mostly by Guru Rajaratnam Pillai. Senior gurus of our times, Vidwan Premanath Master, Vidwan K. Muralidhar Rao, Vidwan Ullal Mohan Kumar were his key students. The repertoire of Bharatanatyam, what we are practicing now and performing, is about 300 years old.
Earlier, Devadasis did not have a format. They used to perform in front of the god. There was no format. But later, Tanjore Quarters has set it, they have made a format. And very beautifully they have developed.
And it consists of items such as Alaripu, Jatiswara, Devarnama, Shabdam, Padam, Padavarna, Ashtapadi, Javadi, Tilana, etc.
Alaripu is the first performance in Bharatnatyam repertoire. Alaripu is a Dravidian language which means to blossom. It is performed at the beginning as an invocatory to God, Guru and the audience. Alaripu is a pure NRITYA which doesn't include any Sahitya or literature.
And you do it, and you know, in that only you know the 3 speeds. You get the control of the rhythm. 3 speeds, 3 times you find only in Alaripu, you don't find in any other items.
Their core purpose is to show the beautiful rhythmic dance movements.
Jatiswara is performed at the second stage of Bharatnatyam performance. Even this belongs to pure dance, that is Nritta form. Basically, it consists of three parts: Pallavi, Anupallavi and Charanas.
Jati is interwoven to the swara passages. Where the music is introduced, there is no expression.
Nritta. The accompanying music can be either recitation of shushkaksharas or bowls by the Natuvanga artist, or dance to melodious tunes set in various ragas. Their core purpose is to show the beautiful rhythmic dance movements.
It gives an aesthetic pleasure to the performer and the onlookers.
Shabdam means to praise. The first two items performed in a Bharatnatyam repertoire has only pure Nritta, and the third item Shabdam introduces a Abhinaya part. The literature in this Shabdam is usually in praise of the Ishtadeva or the Ashrayadata or the king.
So what happened there? The dancer is given more importance to the expression.
மோடி செய்வது நியாயமாக சக்தி வேளையில் மோடி செய்வது நியாயமாக.
The phrase usually ends with Pranamure, Salamure or Namostute, which means I bow down, O Lord or the King.
தளங்குதும் ததிகினதும்.
Very important item of a Bharatnatyam recital is Varnam. There are 4 types of Varna, namely Tana Varna, Pada Varna, Chauka Varna and Swarajati Varna. Tana Varna is used for music composition, whereas Pada Varna is normally used for dance composition. The story of the Pada Varna revolves around the Nayaka and Nayaki Bhava.
Each Nayaka has a different feelings to be expressed, and that is beautifully done and choreographed in between the jatis. That in Varnam, that exhibits the capacity of the performer as well as the choreographer.
And Varnam is divided into 2 parts, Purvarda and Uttararda, which consist of Pallavi, Anupallavi, Chitteswara Sahitya, Swara, Charanam, Ettugade Swara and Sahitya.
ಗೆ ನ ತೊಂ ತ ಜಂ ತಕ್ಕ ಜಂ ತಕ್ಕ ತ ಜಂ ತಕ್ಕೆ ಟ ತಕ್ಕ ತ ಜಂ ತಕ್ಕ ತ ಜಂ ತ ದಿಂಗ್ ಗೆ ನ ತೊಂ ತ ಜಂ ತಕ್ಕ ಜಂ ತಕ್ಕ ತ ಜಂ ತಕ್ಕಿಟ್ಟ ತಕ್ಕ ತ ಜಂ ತಕ್ಕ ತ ಜಂ
The item begins with the Trikala Jati and the Purvarda goes in a slow pace, that is Vilambakala, and the Uttararda goes in a faster pace, that is Dhritakala.
Pamagari, pamagari, sani sa, re ga ma pa da ni sa, ni da ni da pam, da pama pama gari pama gari sa re ga ma pa da ni ga pa da ni sa re ga ma gari sa da ga ri sa ni ma pa sa pama gari sa ni sa ki.
Audience, if you see, they would have reached a climax. They would be able to understand because
All poems are considered as padam in Bharatnatyam. Padams are performed after Padavarna. Padam consists of Abhinaya. Annamacharya was the first one to compose the Padam. The Sahitya of the Padam goes in a slow pace to express the feelings of the Nayika. The story evolves round the union of Jivatma, that is the Nayiki, getting united with the Paramatma, that is Nayika.
Shabdam, Padavarna, Padam are the dance numbers in which dancers elaborately express the emotive compositions addressing their Ishta Devata or other gods and goddesses or even kings of years. These items were definitely the offshoot of the Bhakti period. Tilana is a finale item with vibrant, brisk movements danced to the tune of peculiar bowls called taranas.
This consists of Pallavi, Anupallavi and Charana. Charana consists of lyrics in praise of Lord or King. Different rhythmic patterns and dance postures are composed in this Tilana. Tilanas are composed to different ragas and different talas. Dance comprises of 4 types of Abhinaya, that is known as Chaturvida Abhinaya: Angika Abhinaya, Aharya Abhinaya, Vachika Abhinaya and Satvika Abhinaya. Aharya Abhinaya means decorating ourselves with a costume, jewelry and makeup. In olden days, the dancer used to drape 9-yard sari as a kache. Recently, the sari is stitched into a ready-made pant costume or sari costume, or we have skirt costume, and one more type is known as cycle kacha. These are the different types of ready-made costumes we get nowadays. In olden days, natural colors were used for the makeup. Turmeric was used on the cheeks, and the dancer used to chew the betel leaf in order to make their lips red, and natural kajal were used. But present day, we make use of different types of cosmetics. We get a pancake, lipstick, kajal, eyeliner. So it has evolved this way. Even the jewels used before were made out of gold or silver. The dancer used to wear neck chains, different types of neck chains, and the flower they used to wear on the plate was made up of gold. It was called as Nagarajade or Rakate, and the ornaments on the armlet and the waist belt, everything was made out of gold or silver. Nowadays, we make use of imitation jewelry. Music has been a very important part of the dance. The Natuvangist or the Natuvanar, he controls the whole recital, wherein the good vocalist, the bhava he puts in is predicted by the dancer. So we need a very good vocalist to follow the rhythm. We need the mridangist, and the flute or the violin just to fill in the gaps. So each and every instrument which is played in the Bharatnatyam recital plays a very important role in its own.
I've been doing Bharatnatyam for 21 years, and what does it mean to me? I think I'll really fall short of words to explain what it means to me. It's like, when you're lost or you're in pain, when things are not going according to the way you want in life, I just enter my dance space and I just dance without thinking anything, without thinking about the rules, nothing. I just dance. And suddenly I feel so light, I forget myself, I forget all the things that's going wrong in my life, and I just feel so happy, and I can't explain the feeling that it gives me. It's the ecstasy, that experience is something that only a dancer would understand. Namaskaram, my name is Shubhamani Chandrasekhar and I'm from Mangalore, and I started my training under my illustrious mother, Sharadamani Shekhar. I started when I was 5 years old, and when I was 10 years old, my parents kind of asked me this question that, what do you want to become? I was 10 years old, I didn't know what to say. I was like, okay, only thing I'm good at is Bharatnatyam, and I loved it. I love dancing. I said, I want to become a dancer, that's for sure. So they were like, okay, there's this dance school in Chennai called Kalakshetra, and you could stay there like a boarding school. You could live with your dance classmates and you could learn dance and then go to school. Do you want that? And without thinking, I just said, yes, I would. So 10 years old, my dad took me to Chennai and showed me this beautiful place, Kalakshetra Foundation, where it's filled with lots of trees and very nice space to do art, especially Bharatanatyam. And I went there and I met all my hostel people that I'm going to live with, and the dance classmates, everything, and I fell in love instantly with the place, and I said, yes, Dad, I want to be here, I want to learn. And so 6th grade to 12th grade I was in Kalakshetra Foundation doing my normal CBSE syllabus school, and evening part-time Bharatanatyam, learning from all the senior Annas and Akkas from Kalakshetra. And then my dad was like, okay, now what do you want to do? It was after my 12th grade. Like, okay, what do you want to do? I said, I was clear that I want to do my dance. Like, whom do you want to learn from? I don't know. So I was in search for my guru. So whom should I learn from? Who should I learn from? Then I went on looking. Then I found someone in Delhi who is my guru, Bharatnatyam. And I went to Delhi for a workshop and I met her, and then I instantly fell in love with her. Then I said, okay, Dad, if I want to continue Bharatanatyam, it's only with her, it's only under her I want to. Then I went behind her saying, I want to learn from you, I want to learn from you. She said, okay, wait, and she called me, and then I went to Delhi. So she just said, okay, come for a week and see the space, see the classes, and then you go back home, and then we'll decide how you want to go ahead with the classes. And believe me, I've not come back. The 1 week I went, it's been 7 to 8 years right now, and I've not come back. It's only been on and off, Delhi, Mangalore, but I'm under her, and so because she's groomed me in such a way that I've become a soloist right now, and I perform all over India and abroad, and I'm part of her troupe. Very, very, very grateful for that. And I've traveled with her USA, South Korea, Cambodia, and to name a few. And I'm just under her, with her in a troupe, working for new projects, new dance productions, and it's been a lovely experience, the entire whole Bharatanatyam journey that I've got through.
Anum taganum tattaganum taganum taganum tattaganum tadaganum da. Anum taganum tattaganum.
ರಂಗಪ್ರವೇಶ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಮೊದಲ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಇಡುವುದು ರಂಗಕ್ಕೆ.
In olden days, it was considered as Gejja Puja, wherein the dancer used to perform for the first time in a temple in front of deity and the scholar.
Ranga Pravesha is a ritual, a ceremony, as well as a responsibility of commitment of that artist to oneself, to his or her guru, and more importantly to the art form and for its development.
The performer needs to practice for nearly 6 to 8 months so that she is able to perform the Ranga Pravesha for a continuous period of 2 hours.
It requires training in all aspects of Bharatnatyam, such as the dance, the music, its history, literature, aesthetics, etc.
But now it is not the same.
ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಇವಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಒಂದೆರಡು ಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಆದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಸ್ಟೇಜಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ನನ್ನ ತಂದೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಮಾರ್ಗ ಪದ್ಧತಿ ಮುಗಿಯುವವರೆಗೆ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಸ್ಟೇಜಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಥರ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ರಂಗಪ್ರವೇಶ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ. ನಾನು ರಂಗಪ್ರವೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಗೆಜ್ಜೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿರೋದು, ಅದರ ಮೊದಲು ಗೆಜ್ಜೆ ಕಟ್ಟಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಥರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸಾಧಾರಣ ನಾವು ಸಹ ಒಂದು ನೃತ್ಯ ಮಾರ್ಗ ಪದ್ಧತಿ ಮುಗಿಯೋದೇ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಅವರು ಮಾಡುವ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯವನ್ನು ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ರಂಗಪ್ರವೇಶವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ.
Now the Ranga Pravesha is arranged in an auditorium wherein scholars and the artists are invited to watch the performance.
has definitely evolved over a period of time.
Bharatnatyam, as we see today, has seen a drastic changes.
Nritya forms like Bharatnatyam used to focus more on intricate elaboration of bhavas. Currently, dancers are keen on dramatizing the anubhavas of the bhavas and their vibhavas. There was an independent Bharatanatyam performance tradition of Kannada speaking region during the medieval period. We lost it to decline of Vijayanagara Empire.
Few examples are from Sadir Nach to Bharatnatyam, and the performance only at the temple to the international acclaimed events, from the live music to the recorded music, from the whole night program to just a 2 hours program. Everything has influenced in its own.
Those days when I came to Mangalore, Bharatanatyam pure classical form I had not seen. It was more a filmy dance, there was no basic. Except for 1 or 2 gurus to name, I think my parents always felt Ullal Mohan Kumar was more classical and a strict guru, where others were folk dance converted to classical, something like that. And those days it was like that. I could see anybody could be, they used to perform even for marriages. In between there was to be one Aarti dance used to be there, and all was there in those days when I was very small. But later, now I feel, at least in Mangalore, dance has improved.
Usually it's the youngster who gets attracted to this fusion type of dance,
I wouldn't say fusion is wrong.
because they are in the world of faster generation, and they find this art form or this divine art form which moves in a slow pace. Maybe the learning process or the literature or the sahityam used here is usually involved into spirituality or the divinity, and also the performance wise.
We did one Bharatanatyam and Western, where we had the Bharatanatyam classical music and then we had the Western music, both performed, and then they unite. That fusion I don't think is wrong.
Youngsters usually get attracted towards this Western movement. That is the reason they get into fusion.
Wearing Bharatanatyam costume and doing fusion, I wouldn't say. So fusion, I am not against it, but it should be, you should not give your tradition. Show cause your capacity in that also.